Step into the electrifying world of Nikola Tesla, the visionary featured in this presentation. As your narrator, I invite you to explore the blueprints of a man who quite literally invented the 20th century. This slide serves as an introduction to Tesla's life, inventions, and enduring legacy. Surrounding his portrait are meticulous technical schematics, including his groundbreaking multiphase AC motor and detailed magnetic field distributions. These diagrams represent the shift from flickering candles to a world powered by alternating current. Tesla didn't just see the future, he engineered the stator coils and rotor windings to build it. Join me as we uncover the genius behind the current that powers our modern existence. We now turn to the three pillars that support the architecture of our modern age. Nikola Tesla, an immigrant who arrived in America with nothing but a brilliant mind, established the framework of the 20th century through these core domains. Power. His foundational alternating current, AC, grid literally turned the lights on for the entire world. Communication. Through high-frequency resonance, he pioneered the concepts of radio and wireless energy. Robotics. With his telautomaton, Tesla birthed the early concepts of cybernetics and drones. From the sockets in your walls to the wireless signals in the air, this slide illustrates how Tesla's prophetic inventions became the very infrastructure of our daily lives. Welcome to The Anatomy of an Eidetic Mind, where we examine the internal machinery of Tesla's genius. His extraordinary path began in 1856, shaped by three defining influences. The mother's inheritance. Tesla traced his inventive spirit to his mother, Juka, a brilliant woman who crafted her own mechanical tools. The catalyst. A childhood battle with cholera led to a pivotal promise from his father to allow him to study engineering. The 3D simulator. Most legendary was Tesla's photographic memory. He could visualize, build, and debug complex inventions entirely in his mind without ever needing a physical sketch. This mental laboratory was the true birthplace of the modern world. We now witness a historic clash of titans, the war of the currents. On one side, Tesla and Westinghouse championed alternating current, AC, capable of powering entire states through efficient high-voltage transmission. Opposing them were Edison and J.P. Morgan, whose direct current, DC, was limited to a restrictive 1-mile radius. The battle grew dark. Edison utilized fear campaigns and the electric chair to smear AC as lethal. Tesla countered with spectacular demonstrations, safely passing 1,000,000 volts through his own body to prove AC's viability. Ultimately, AC's superior range and adaptability won the day, illuminating our world. Science and efficiency triumphed over scare tactics, crowning alternating current as the definitive victor. Witness the moment theory became a thunderous reality, harnessing the cataract to illuminate the world. On the left, we see the engine, Tesla's revolutionary AC induction motor. By utilizing a rotating magnetic field, this device transformed mechanical force into electricity with unprecedented efficiency, surpassing every dynamo of its time. To the right is the implementation. Tesla and Westinghouse achieved the impossible by harnessing the raw power of Niagara Falls. By 1896, they established the world's first large-scale hydroelectric plant, transmitting power 22 miles to Buffalo, New York. This monumental feat didn't just light a city, it fundamentally altered global industrial capability, proving that nature's energy could be tamed and transmitted to serve all of humanity. We now examine the Tesla coil, an invention from 1891 that transformed high-voltage physics into a symphony of light and energy. This diagram breaks down the mechanics of high-frequency resonance. The power source steps up standard voltage, feeding into primary and secondary circuits submerged in insulating oil. The spark gap acts as a bridge, firing rapid electrical bursts to create a massive surge. The output, top load, emits spectacular discharges of up to 100,000 volts. More than a visual spectacle, this was Tesla's proof that energy could be transmitted wirelessly. This core insight laid the foundation for radio, neon lighting, and the wireless technologies we rely on today. Beyond the power grid, we explore an ecosystem of disruptive innovation that redefined modern science. First, radio. While history often credits Marconi, the U.S. Supreme Court eventually ruled that Tesla held the fundamental patents. In medicine, his unipolar vacuum tubes served as vital precursors to X-rays and the electron microscope. Tesla also revolutionized how we see, debuting fluorescent and neon lighting at the 1893 World's Fair, generating light without filaments. Finally, his bladeless turbines showcased his mastery of fluid dynamics, reaching a staggering 60% fuel efficiency. From the airwaves to the hospital ward, these breakthroughs prove that Tesla's genius was not a single spark, but a total industrial revolution. In 1898, Nikola Tesla stunned audiences with the teletomaton, a 4-foot iron boat that danced across a pool guided only by invisible radio waves. As we see in these schematics, the vessel was a complex network of batteries, motors, and relays, a true precursor to modern robotics. While the bewildered crowd whispered of magic, telepathy, or hidden monkeys, Tesla proved his mastery by making the boat flash its lights in response to mathematical questions. But for Tesla, this wasn't just a naval toy, it was a prophecy. He saw it as the first of a race of mechanical men destined to perform the world's labor, effectively birthing the fields of cybernetics and remote control. Every legend has its tragic peak, and for Tesla, it was Wardenclyffe Tower. In 1901, backed by J.P. Morgan, Tesla began his most ambitious dream, a world wireless system designed to provide free energy and global communication to all. However, the dream crumbled under the weight of commerce. Realizing free energy could not be metered for profit, Morgan withdrew his funding. The final blow came in 1917, when the U.S. government, fearing the tower was a beacon for German spies, demolished the structure with dynamite. This boldest failure silenced Tesla's global vision and plunged the inventor into permanent financial ruin, leaving his greatest ambition as a haunting ghost of what might have been. We explore the private world of a beautiful, tortured soul and the eccentricities of an isolated genius. Here, we see the heavy price of Nikola Tesla's brilliance. His mind was governed by the rule of three, a manifestation of severe OCD that dictated repetitive rituals, compulsive cleaning, and obsessive calculations. We encounter his peculiar, visceral phobia of pearls, an aversion so strong it effectively silenced him in the presence of many women. Finally, we witness his twilight years in a New York hotel, where his profound isolation was softened only by his devotion to the pigeons of Bryant Park. His legendary love for a specific white dove remains a poignant testament to the solitude of a man who saw everything. In the 1930s, Tesla unveiled his most controversial design, Teleforce. While the press breathlessly sensationalized it as a death ray, Tesla envisioned a paradoxical peace beam. The mechanism utilized circulating air currents to generate a massive static charge, 10 times more powerful than a Van de Graaff generator, to propel microscopic tungsten particles at a staggering 48 times the speed of sound. Tesla's true intent wasn't offensive slaughter, but ultimate deterrence. He imagined an impenetrable defensive wall that would render aerial invasion impossible, effectively ending global conflict through sheer scientific obsolescence. It was a final, ambitious attempt by a fading genius to engineer a world where the machinery of war simply could no longer function. The final chapter of Tesla's life reads like a Cold War thriller. Following his death in 1943, the U.S. government immediately seized his belongings, fearing his beam weapon designs might fall into Axis hands. Though an MIT evaluation by Dr. John G. Trump officially dismissed the inventor's final papers as speculative and unworkable, the numbers tell a different story. The FBI originally logged 80 trunks of Tesla's effects, yet only 60 arrived at his estate in Belgrade years later. 20 trunks, containing the final thoughts of history's most enigmatic mind, simply vanished. As we close the vault on Tesla's legacy, we are left to wonder, Were those missing ideas truly failures, or were they far too dangerous for the public to ever see? We finally realize a profound truth: we don't just use Tesla's inventions, we inhabit them. This final slide, the architecture of the 21st century, illustrates the ripple effect of genius across time. At the center lie his 1880s core principles: alternating current and high-frequency resonance. These expanded into 278 patents, from the induction motor to early robotics. Today, those ripples have become the very ocean of our existence. From the Wi-Fi signals in your pocket to the global power grid and smartphones, every facet of our digital lives is a descendant of his vision. As we look around, we must acknowledge that our modern reality is simply the physical manifestation of Tesla's imagination. We are finally living the future he saw first. Here we see the global map of Tesla's enduring influence. Though he died in relative obscurity, the world has finally caught up. In Belgrade, his ashes rest within a golden sphere, surrounded by 160,000 archived documents. In Silicon Valley, a bronze tribute offers free Wi-Fi, a fitting nod to the spiritual father of the tech age. Meanwhile, at Niagara Falls, twin statues stand guard over the site of his greatest industrial triumph. But perhaps the ultimate vindication arrived in 1960, when science itself immortalized him. By naming the SI unit for magnetic flux density the Tesla, we ensured that every time we measure the forces of the universe, we speak his name. The architect's work is finally complete. As our journey concludes, we are left with the resonant words of a man who lived centuries ahead of his time. This final slide captures Nikola Tesla in a moment of profound reflection, accompanied by his most prophetic claim: "The present is theirs, the future, for which I really worked, is mine." While his rivals sought immediate profit and fleeting fame, Tesla invested his genius in the long horizon of human progress. He understood that his ideas were seeds planted for a civilization yet to be born. Today, as we harness the wireless signals and electrical grids he envisioned, we realize the truth of his statement. The world has finally caught up, the future belongs to Tesla.